Yo, what is happening? It's your boy Roy, and it's another episode of Sync Gems. Pow, pow, pow. I hope that it's gonna be of value for you today. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet and nice because I am changing directions this year. You're like, what? No, I'll tell you in a moment what is happening. So, in the last few, 2 years, I've been doing things kind of the same. And Albert Einstein says it best: insanity is the act of doing something again and again and expecting a different result. Now, I'm not saying that I expect different results, but I kind of in the last few years was expecting similar results, if not greater. So when I wouldn't get what I want, I would kind of get bogged down. And when I would get more than I want, it would be like, cool. But there's still some expectation there that I got to deal with. And I hope I'm not the only one dealing with that kind of stuff. But as far as I know, I'm dealing with it, and right now I'm dealing with it more than ever. So it has caused me to slow down significantly in everything I do. I feel like there's a lot of when there needs to be a change, something in the mind, in the heart, doesn't want to acknowledge it, to face it, to do something about it. And it's funny because people say do something about it, and what does that even mean? It means a different thing for everyone in different forms. And to me, it means one thing. When I'm feeling like that, when I'm feeling that heaviness, when I'm feeling that I don't have that energy that I maybe used to have or maybe want to have. Yes, it can be the body. Of course, I have a bit of a sore neck. It's actually pretty shitty at the moment, but it is also within my routines and my ability to change things up. And changing things up is what I'm going to focus on today. Regardless of if something is working for you or not, you should change things up before they get too daunting or annoying or whatever, or just like draining. And it's easier said than done. Look, I'm in that position right now where I'm kind of like, I don't have even energy to put out a podcast, but I'll do it because it has to be done. It's one of these things that are not negotiable for me. I was thinking of taking a break this week, but I said to myself, well, I think I can add some value to my people. So that's what I'm going to do. And when I say that, what I mean is you should always be challenging yourself. And I think it's safe to say it's a universal statement. And I'm sure there's also research behind it that says that when you challenge yourself, when you do things outside of your comfort, and I'm talking not huge things, I'm talking little things, I'm talking talk to this person instead of that person, reach out to a company that's not the regular company you would reach to, maybe collaborate with a different style of with an artist in a different style. Like, do things that are subtly outside of your comfort zone. The reason I'm saying that is I got a brief this week for some Romanian / like East European type pop, and I don't know if it's pop. It's mainstream for a show, and I was like, man, like East Europe, what? I mean, it's so niche. people are not gonna just, like watch it in more than half of the world because it's not in English. And it's like, something in me says like, fuck that. But then I felt that resistance, and then I listened to the music that was briefed to me, and it reminded me of the music that I grew up surrounded by in Israel. And I never made it. I never made such music. I always kind of laughed at it and was like, oh, funny, like Eastern music. It's for these people, it's for those people, kind of thing. It's kind of like wedding music in Israel, but I got into it, and I went in as a student. I listened to the harmonies, I listened to the instrumentation, I listened to the mix, and it was just very, very cool. I was sitting and dissecting everything and really enjoying it too. So that was a little reminder for me to do things a little bit differently. And this year I want to say yes to projects that excite me. So that was super exciting, and I'm actually going to share a little bit of the behind the scenes very soon to people who are paid subscribers to my Substack, which is only $5 a month if you're subscribed. And I'm gonna start sharing breakdowns for paid people. So if y'all want to support me, I mean, that's the way right now y'all can support me, is go in there and subscribe monthly to my Substack. And I'm going to, from the first paid subscriber, because I still haven't put it out there, from the first paid subscriber, I'm going to start putting out breakdowns, and they are going to be available for the people who are paying. So I don't know if it's going to be weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. I feel like there's going to be a lot of exciting things happening there in that Substack. So I'm just letting y'all know, and that's about that. I feel very, very fortunate to be in this episode 101, and I wouldn't call it worked hard in it, but I did. I put a lot of hours in this podcast. So I just want to say personally that I'm super grateful for y'all tuning in, listening, sharing the gems, sharing the love, following the podcast, doing everything, adding yourself to the mailing list. It's growing and growing, and it's just amazing to watch that people are actually into the message that I'm spreading. So thank you guys. Again, add yourself to that mailing list. Also, you can get that 11 Gems PDF if you add yourself to the mailing list. And again, for the first paid subscriber that comes in the door, I'm going to start putting breakdowns of tracks that every week, basically, and what I've learned from them. So yeah, that's that. And I can't wait to see you and to interact with you and chat with you and do all that fun stuff. And until then, I'm going to meet you next week with a bomb episode with a crazy guest. Surprise, because it's going to be pretty insane. So, see you at the next one. Sync Gems. We out. Peace.